Alright folks, Leafs Fan 18 back with you once again as I get ready to play another game of Jeopardy for the Nintendo Wii. And there's been a lot of Jeopardy games on my channel lately, particularly for the Nintendo Wii version here.
Welcome to Jeopardy, everyone.
But I will get back to my other games soon, particularly Wheel of Fortune, as well as Price is Right Decades. This is my 5th game for this new run of Jeopardy for the Wii, and my 4-game total is an even $100,000.
This is Jeopardy! Please welcome our contestants. Player 1, Player 2, Player 3, and now,
Alex Trebek.
here is the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek.
Thank you, Johnny Gilbert, and thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. You all look eager to get underway, so let's get right into it.
Here we go. One daily double in this round,
The first round
and
of
here are the
play today has
categories.
these categories for you. Roman art, mountains, body basics, baseball franchise shifts, word up, and world geography.
Baseball for 200.
A lot of clues. In 1958, the Dodgers and this team moved west to California. Okay, player 1. Use the Wii remote or press the corresponding direction on
They're
the
the
push control pad.
Giants.
That is correct.
Okay, baseball for
You
400.
again, player 1. The Braves spent 82 seasons in Boston and more than 40 in Atlanta, with a 13-season stop in this city. Let's hear it, player 1.
What is Milwaukee?
Yeah, correct.
600.
Choose again, player 1. In 1955, the Philadelphia Athletics moved to this city, where they remained for 13 seasons.
What is Kansas City?
It's player 1. Hey, you're right.
800.
Please pick again. After the 1960 season, the Washington Senators left the capital and headed west to this town. Yes, player 1.
What is Houston?
Nope.
Oh no, that's wrong.
Anyone else? Here's the correct response. Minneapolis.
Don't! Alright, 1,000.
We return to you, player 1. In 1972, the
Texas
new Washington
Rangers.
Senators moved west and became this team. Let's hear it, player 1. Right you are.
Now is the time for a Texas team. Word up for
Player
200.
1. Change your attitude, or rather one letter in attitude, to get this word meaning height. Yes, player 1.
What is altitude?
Height.
Word up for
Player
400.
1. It's what we call a word that has the same meaning as another
What
word.
is a synonym?
Player 1. You got it.
Word up for 600.
You get to pick a... This word can mean a hole or any hollow place, especially in a tooth. It's player 1.
What is a gap?
No.
No.
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Okay, player 2.
Canal. No.
Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response?
I'm having a bit of a tough time here right now.
Let's hear it, player 3. Yes. Select again. It's one of the bones of the forearm, or a line from the center of a circle to the circumference. It's player 1.
What is the radius? There we go. 1,000, pardon me.
Back from the Latin for kidnapper, it means to take someone else's ideas or writings and pass them off as your own. Yes, player
It was
1.
plagiarism. Yeah, plagiarize.
Yes. We return to you, player one.
Okay, body basics.
This colored part of the eye shares its name with a type of flower.
What is the iris?
Okay, player one. Right. Player one, the pink, red, or purplish, a port wine stain is a large one of these, usually on the face or neck. Player one.
What is a birthmark?
Yep.
600, please.
Player one.
Answer there, daily double.
Answer, it's the daily double.
I'll try making it
And
a
you're in the
true
lead
daily
now.
double.
How much are you going to wait? Here is your clue. Also called leukocytes, these blood cells defend the body against infection.
What are white cells?
You have
Yes!
maintained your lead. Way to go.
Body basics 800.
You get to pick again. The dura mater is the outermost protective layer that covers the spinal cord and this organ. We're talking about the brain.
The brain, okay.
You again, player one. Unfortunately, high cholesterol can lead to atherosclerosis, in which these blood vessels become clogged. Let's hear
What are
it.
the
player one.
arteries?
Good for you. Player one. But Melbourne is in the Australian state named for this woman, a friend of Viscount Melbourne. Yes, player one.
Who is Elizabeth?
Sorry.
No.
Any other
It's
takers?
either Elizabeth or Victoria, and I chose the wrong one. Oh well.
Here's what we wanted. Victoria.
World Geography for 4.
Select again. You can enter this European city via the Puerta de Bisagra and its U.S. namesake via exit 64 on the Ohio Turnpike. Okay, player one.
Toledo. What is Toledo?
Good.
World Geography for 6.
Player one. Paulistas live in a large city in this large South American country. Here's what we were looking for. Brazil.
Geography for 8.
Choose again, player one. This country's Grand Canal ends at the port of Hangzhou. Player one.
What is China?
That's correct.
And geography for 1,000, please.
Please pick it. It's Africa's highest mount that shares its name with a country. It's player
What
one.
is Kenya? Mount Kenya.
That's it.
$10,600.
We return to you, player one.
Mountains for 200.
The Hoosick Mountains are a range of these colorful mountains located in Vermont. Player two.
Katie. Black Hills.
That's not it. Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Yes, player
Samuel?
three.
Green Mountains.
Good.
That's it.
You get to pick again, player three.
Roman art for 200.
Let's take it over to Kelly.
This giant amphitheater was one of the great achievements of Roman art.
It's player one.
What is the Colosseum? Roman art for 400, please.
Please pick again. Carved in Rome, the Pietà is the only work signed by this sculptor. The correct response is Michelangelo. Choose again, player one. In Rome's Cerasi Chapel is Caravaggio's painting of the conversion of this saint. Okay, player one.
Who is Paul?
Good.
Got it.
Player one, a fresco by Raphael shows Pope Leo I pleading with this ruthless barbarian to spare Rome. Let's hear it, player one.
Who is Attila?
You are correct.
And
Select again.
mountains for 1,000.
Geological evidence shows that this 5,000-mile mountain chain may extend south into Antarctica. Here's the response we were looking for. The Andes.
Andes Mountains, okay.
Player 1, the Caucasus Mountains of Eastern Europe are predominantly found in this country. We're talking about Russia.
Russia, okay.
You again, player 1. Tenzing Norgay was one of the first two men to reach the summit of this mountain on May 29, 1953. Yes, player 1.
What is Mount Everest? Or no? Mount McKinley?
No, that's not right. Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? It's player 3.
My first instinct was right!
Player 3, back to you.
Mountains for 600.
The Waimea Mountains in this U.S. state rise up to 4,025-foot Mount Kaala.
What is Hawaii?
Okay, player 1. Yeah! Right.
And now the $1,000
Here's
clue.
the $1,000 clue for you. Legend has it that Mark Antony's wife stabbed this orator's tongue after his death.
Samuel.
Correct.
Cyril, yes. That concludes the Jeopardy round. And Katie's going to go first in this round, in the double Jeopardy round, because she's in the red.
Let's see what happens in Double Jeopardy.
Double Jeopardy round coming up.
Awaiting the players. Science potpourri. Play along.
Play in quotation marks.
First names. Sports Joes.
Alright.
Father of the bride. And plays.
Okay, where are we going to start?
Player 2 gets to make the first
First
selection
names for
once
4.
again. This time we're moving into the Double Jeopardy round. Wild Bill Hickok's real first name was James. This was Buffalo Bill Cody's. Let's hear it, player 1.
What is James? No, down to 12,000 even. I had 12,400 at the end of the Jeopardy round. And Samuel was in second with 2,200, and that's
The
where he
correct
sits
response
right now.
is William.
William was who we needed.
Player 2, pick again.
Father of the bride for 4.
This steel man who gave away $350 million gave away his daughter Margaret at her 1919 wedding. Player 1.
Who is Andrew Carnegie?
Good.
Okay, got my money back.
You again,
Sports
player
Joes
1.
for 4.
In a nice 2-year run, he married Marilyn in 1954 and was elected to the Baseball Hall of Fame in 55. It's player 1.
Who is Joe DiMaggio?
Hey, you're right.
Sports Joes for 8.
Choose again, player 1. Richard Nixon's enemies list included Jane Fonda and this New York Jets quarterback.
Who's Joe Namath?
Yes, player 1. That is correct.
Okay, 1,200.
You get
please.
to pick again. In 1973, George Foreman grilled this smoking guy, knocking him down 6 times in 2 rounds.
Who's Joe Frazier?
Let's hear it, player 1. Correct.
1,600, please.
Player 1. Back in 1908, troubled by blisters, this outfielder played in his stocking feet.
Who is Joe Jackson?
Okay, player 1. Right.
And let's finish up the category.
Player 1. You pick again.
Answer there, one of the 2 daily doubles.
Answer. The first of the 2 daily
How
doubles.
confident do I
You
feel
are in
in
the lead
this?
right now. Double it big and the clue. In 1950, he became an assistant
I'm betting
coach
it all.
of Penn
Truly
State
no.
football. In 66, he took over as head coach.
Who is Joe Paterno?
That puts you...
Yeah!
Please
32,800.
pick again, player one.
Play along
A
400.
childhood chum, or this month's centerfold. It's player one.
What is playmate?
Good. Player one, to treat something as less important. Yes, player one.
What is downplay?
You got it.
1,200.
We return to you. Beastly boisterous behavior. Okay, player one.
What is horseplay?
Player one. Alan Ball and Bud Schulberg came up with great ones.
What are screenplays?
Let's hear it, player one. Good. Select again. This publication has been serving theater since 1884. Player one.
What is playbill?
Good for you.
Well done in that category.
Player one. You pick again.
Okay, for Science Potpourri 400.
This age is divided into the Paleolithic, the Mesolithic, and the Neolithic. Yes, player
Sure,
one.
Robo Ranger would know this. What is the Bronze Age?
Sorry,
No.
that's wrong.
Like,
Any other takers?
still hold a huge lead though at 38,400.
Here's the correct response. The Stone
No,
Age.
Stone Age.
You get to pick again, player one. The Oxford English Dictionary defines it as the science of man or of mankind in the widest sense. It's
Samuel.
player three.
Archaeology?
No.
No. Well, it's 50-50,
Anyone
so
else want to hazard a
I'll
guess
go
on
ahead and
this?
give it a shot.
Let's hear it, player one.
What is anthropology?
That's right.
Yeah, that's the one. Science Potpourri
Please
for
pick
12.
again. Here's Kelly from our Clue Crew with the clue.
The type of bond that holds salt molecules together. It shares its name with an order of architecture.
Player one?
What is ionic?
Yes.
1,600.
We return to you. Gustav Kirchhoff and Robert Bunsen used this prism scope to see the bands of colored light each element produced.
Oh, pardon me.
Here's the response we were looking for. A spectroscope.
Spectroscope, alright.
Player one, back to you. Named for a physicist, it's the amount of work done when 1 amp passes through 1 ohm of resistance for 1 second. Here's the correct response. A joule.
Joule. Okay, let's go
Select again.
somewhere else.
You might need a learner's permit to watch Paula Vogel's Pulitzer Prize play, How I Learned to Do This.
What is drive?
Okay, player one.
That would make sense now, wouldn't it? 800, please.
Player one. The play Spinning into Butter explores political correctness at a small college in this Green Mountain state. It's player one.
What is Vermont?
You are correct.
We had a clue about that in the first round.
You again, player. Moonlight and Magnolias depicts the epic struggle to turn this novel into a 1939 film. Here's what we wanted. Gone with the Wind.
Ah, Gone with the Wind. Okay,
Player one.
1,600.
Matthew Burnett turned this Our Town playwright's novel, Theophilus North, into a play. Here's what we were looking for. Thornton Wilder. Choose again, player 1. On November 14th, 1973, his daughter Anne got married at Westminster Abbey, with 500 million watching on TV. Let's hear it, player 1.
Who is Prince Charles? No, so
That's incorrect.
down to
Anyone else?
40,800.
We're talking about Prince Philip.
Ah,
Please pick again. In 2002, Ralph Steadman, who took a wild trip to this city with Hunter Thompson, went back to see his daughter wed. Okay, player 1.
what is New York? No.
Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response?
Samuel?
Yes, player 3.
Los Angeles?
Nope.
No. That only
Anyone
leaves
else?
Las Vegas.
Player 2.
And Katie is now out of the hole.
Great, you're back into it
And
now.
second place with
Choose
400.
again. Player 2.
Place 2,000.
In 2006, New Yorkers awoke to find his 1935 play, Awake and Sing, back on Broadway. The correct response is Clifford Odets.
Ah, Odets.
You again, player 2.
First name's 800.
Jennifer is a form of this other first name made famous by King Arthur's wife. It's player 1.
What is Guinevere?
That is correct.
That would have to make sense.
Player 1. Pick again. 9 weeks before he died, this Broadway lyricist got his daughter to the church on time. Here's what we were looking for. Alan J. Lerner.
Alright, 1,200 first names. Answer there, the other daily double.
The second daily double.
I have a
You are
big
in
lead,
first
so I'm
place.
only going to
You need
risk
to select your
400 on this.
Answer. This first name, like that of the guy who married Medea, is from a Greek word for healer.
What is Hippocrates?
However, you keep your lead. Here's the response we were looking for. Jason.
Jason was who we needed. I was smart to only risk the 400.
Player 1,
First
back
name's
to
for
you.
16.
Well, this first name of Miss Marple's creator comes from a word that means good. Player 1?
What is Agatha?
Yes.
I'm wishing that one was the daily double because I knew that one.
You get to pick again, player
First
1.
name's 2000.
As a verb, this first name means to send mail free of charge. Yes, player 3.
What is John?
Sorry, that's wrong.
Wrong.
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this?
I think I
player
will.
1.
What is Frank?
Right you are.
And now the $2,000 clue
Now
and father of the bride.
$2,000 clue. Days before the 1992 election, this candidate accused the GOP of trying to disrupt his daughter's wedding. Here's what we wanted. Ross Perot.
Ross Perot.
Sorry,
Well,
player 3.
Samuel
Your
will
score
not
is
be around
on
for
the
Final
positive
Jeopardy
side,
because he's
you
minus
will not be
1,800.
joining us for
So it's
Final
down to me and Katie.
Here's today's final.
And our final Jeopardy category is
Championship Sports.
Championship Sports. Okay.
So, what's your wager?
I feel pretty good about this one. So I am going to wager, let's see, I have 43,600. I'll go 36,400 as my wager.
Each direction on the plus control pad represents a different response. Press a direction to select an answer. Here's the clue for you.
Final Jeopardy answer
In
is.
2007, this university became the first to hold national titles in both football and basketball in the same year.
Let's see. What is Texas?
What
Alright,
is your
Katie,
response?
you said what is Florida?
How much do you
Oh,
That's correct response.
So I'm gonna drop.
Let's see your response. And that will set you back.
Maybe I shouldn't have gone so big, but I still win with 7,200.
You've come out ahead as our champion, player one.
So that makes
Go on.
107,200. I'll see you for the next game 6.